So, good evening. We are back again with another uploaded video. This time we're going to talk about Tariq Lampty, the Brighton right back that is causing shockwaves through the Premier League with his performances. Before we get into that, make sure you are hitting the like button. Massively important. Big up to everyone. Listen, if you watch me every day, that should be standard procedure. You bounce in, you like, you watch, you bounce. Whether you like me or not, hit the like button. Also, make sure if you haven't checked out the previous video I did, we spoke about Houssem Aouar, the forgotten man, the guy that was the flavour of last summer transfer window. All we were hearing last summer was Houssem Aouar, Houssem Aouar, Houssem Aouar. I basically didn't want him just off of the back of 99.9999% of our fans wanting him because I was sick of hearing the guy's name. You're either signing or you're not, mate. I was sick of hearing about their CEO or the owner or whoever he is just chatting absolute Captain Birdseye waffle all summer. But go and check that video out. Make sure you subscribe as well. Make sure you check out the pre-match press conference for the game against Brighton. And we're going up against two players. Well, one player, because I think Lamptey's injured, in Yves Bissouma. I've done a video on him as well. Make sure you go and check that one out. But we're going to talk about Tariq Lamptey today. And we are heavily linked with Tariq Lamptey. There's been no solid concrete bids or anything like that at the moment, but we are in for a new right back. Hector Bellerin is going to be leaving the football club. Yes, I love you. Leave. Come on, get out the club. There is a God up there somewhere in any shape or form. I don't know what form or guise he's in. I don't care. As long as Hector Bellerin's gone this summer, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. But listen, we are linked to Tariq Lamptey, and I rate him massively. I think he's class, man. Chelsea youth product, and they obviously sold him to Brighton. He's done bits since he's been there. The one thing I would say about Tariq Lamptey is he has only played 11 games this season. He only played 8 last season. Not played a lot of football in the Premier League. Obviously, that's down to injuries and so on and so forth. But I really like him. I think he's a very good footballer. I think defensively he can work on his game. I don't think he's the finished article by any stretch of the imagination, but he is only 20 years old. He's got a contract until June the 30th, 2025. But this season, if you look at the injuries, thigh muscle strain. He had a double yellow card against Liverpool. That obviously put him out for suspension. Hamstring, like niggly hamstring injuries all the way through the season. And that has kept him out since December. Wow. He's been out since December with a hamstring injury. Obviously, every time he comes back, he then triggers the hamstring injury again. And I suppose that when you are of such a young age and you're playing at the elite level, you are still developing as a player, as a footballer, as a man. And you are going to do these injuries. And it's how Brighton now deal with that. Because, listen, this guy is a special talent. And I really like Tariq Lamptey. I think his crossing's amazing. I think his work rate's amazing. I think the way he can dribble past people is great. I think that his endeavour, he's got every attribute to be a top-class right-back, apart from some of his defending, which, let's be real, is the main part. But if you do have a top coach, he is only 20. You can coach and tell him, look, when you ain't got the ball, you need to be doing X, Y, and Z. When you've got the ball, and it's in this scenario, you can make a move here, you can stand here, you can do this, you can pull out, you can stop. And he can be coached into being a top-class right-back. I really rate him, man. And I think if we do land him, or Max Aarons as well, I'm going to speak about him tomorrow. But if we do land Tariq Lamptey this summer and Hector Bellerin's gone, we'll toast to that, baby. We will toast to that. Lovely jubbly. Happy Saturday, people. But no, honestly, all jokes aside, I think that we do need an upgrade on Bellerin. I do think he is an upgrade on Bellerin. And I think, like I said, he is young enough to learn and progress and grow into that right-back role. He is still very raw. I am a little bit concerned about the hamstring injuries, keeping him out for 6 months, 5 months, whatever it may be now. But again, you just have to nurture these youth players. You can't just keep throwing them in. Do we need to go and get another right back plus Lamptey? No, because we've got Cedric Suarez. So I would be all in for Lamptey this summer. Cedric Suarez could potentially start the season if this guy's not fit. He could potentially teach him. Listen, he's the more experienced guy. He's won a Euros with Portugal. He's not a bad right back, Cedric. So, yeah, me personally, I'd be all in for him. Obviously, Yves Bissouma as well. We could go to Brighton and say, look, 75 million, we'd take the pair. I think that with all due respect to Brighton, I like them. Obviously, my brother, my twin, he's the manager, Graham Potter FC and all that. And I think that if we went and dangled £75 million carrot in their face, I think that Bissouma, being an Arsenal fan, would come anyway. I think Tariq Lamptey would jump at the chance of trying to be in Europe rather than trying to stay in the Premier League every season. So I do think also Brighton, like I said, they're not the biggest football club. They're a nice football club. I like them. Got not a bad word to say about them. The stadium, the Amex is beautiful. And yeah, man, I really like them as a football club. And I think £75 million, they'd jump at the chance to take that. So why not go and do the double swoop? Why not go and get Tariq Lamptey in? Why not go and upgrade that position? Bellerin's leaving. We're going to get around £20 million, perhaps, maybe even more. That potentially pays for Tariq Lamptey, or 2/3 of him anyway, and then just stagger the rest of the payments. Like, it's kind of easy to do that. So I'm all for it. Listen, I think he's a very good footballer, man. And we haven't seen enough of him this season. It's a shame because I think that if he had stayed fit for the season, he probably would have been going to the Euros. Yeah, but listen, let me know what you guys think. Leave it all in the comment section. Who would you prefer, Aarons or Lamptey? Would you take Bissouma and Lamptey for 75? Or do you think that's too expensive? Do you think it's overpriced? Leave all of it in the comment section down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stick a like on the video. And make sure you follow all of these down below. All of these, especially Instagram. We're trying to boost that this season. So into next season, make sure you follow them. Also, just to give you the heads up as well, tomorrow I'll be dropping the video about Max Aarons. So keep your eyes peeled for that. It'll be around lunchtime. Between 11 and 1 UK time, brunch, lunch, whatever you want to call it. Make sure also you go back and check out the previous videos. The press conference reaction I dropped earlier on today, that was a live stream. Go and check that out. Make sure you go and check out the video that I did about Houssem Aouar. He spoke in a press conference before their game against Nice last night. Kind of left it open to a move. So make sure you go and check that one out. And yeah, man, tomorrow we got plenty of content. It's match day tomorrow, last game of the season. Yes, I can actually have a chilled one rather than doing all of these multiple streams. I actually really can't wait to relax. This season's been a joke. And you never know, we might end in the Conference League. Yay! Anyway, all have a wonderful Saturday evening. Eurovision tonight as well. Iceland are winning it. We're out of here. I'll